was really honored to coach Jamie this year. As many of you probably were a little bit apprehensive about how the season was going to go and just what was going to happen. But immediately once we started having practices and games, like the day after spring break, we started having so much fun. Hi. And we just started having a lot of fun playing, fun learning, but also fun playing games. It was really great to just have people back on campus and having a good time again. So that was really great to see. A couple favorite moments from this year. One, our game against Orange Lutheran was a highlight. Definitely very stressful in the moment, but we beat Orange Lutheran in 2 games. The first game, a little less close. Second game went 33-31. And that was tough, but as a coach, it's really good to see at the beginning of the season who's going to fight for the win. And my team definitely showed that they, as a team, were going to fight for that win. So it was really good to see that. We went overall 14-1. So that was really great to see. So congrats for that.
Woo!
Our one loss was to Survey, and that was a really good game to see. But every other game they powered through and won. We had a couple different changes throughout the season. We already had 10 players, and then, as you guys know, Cam got moved up to varsity, and so we had 9 players then. There it is. But it was really great to see, again, in that shift, seeing what the team did without our best player, and what the team did without our team captain, and who stepped up, and who just became the hitter that we went to, or became the captain that we needed. And as a team, they all just grew a little bit into that role. I wouldn't say one person just became that player all the way around, but every player on the team stepped up and did that. So thank you for that, guys, and just thanks for a great season. So since I only have 6, I'm going to talk about each one. First, Evan. Let's give him a clap. There it is. Evan was our only freshman, but he did a great job. He learned so much. He came in to our team as a DS and left our team as a setter. And he was just the person who always wanted to learn more and always wanted to do the extra drill, the extra take, and just one step extra than what everyone else was doing. So thank you for learning so much this year, Evan, and thanks for always wanting to work hard. Second player over there, Kaden Stoker. Give him a hand. On my team, what I really appreciate about Caden is one, just his spirit. He again just is very kind and it brings a really calming presence to the court. Everyone loves him on the team. He also has a really good deep corner shot on his hits that prove very effective in a lot of our games. Thanks, Caden. Next, Jacob Silvestri.
Yeah!
My favorite part about Jacob, there's a lot of favorite parts, but my favorite part is when he gets a hit in a game, like a good hit, the entire team freaks out. And it's so fun to watch because the other team just has no idea what to do. And they're just all like sitting there like, what just happened to the ball? Did it hit the ground? Like, where did it go? But our team knows exactly what happened and got really excited. And so when we needed like a turning point in our games or when we needed a little momentum, Jacob was the one that we tried to set, and Jacob was the one who usually got the point. So, thank you, Jacob.
Woo!
And in the back, Jordan Lee. Jordan was one of the people who stood up in the middle of the season and became one of my team captains towards the end. So, not only was a team captain, but he also wanted to learn a lot. Again, last season he played a middle hitter, and this season he played an outside and really became an all-around player when at the beginning of the season I wasn't sure how it was going to go. So thank you for always being willing to play back row and wanting to pass and wanting to hit and just, again, wanting to go the extra mile. I can say that about most of the people up here. So thank you, Jordan. Brian Wynn is next. Brian was our libero, and he was, again, just a super stable force in the back row. There were times when the other team did something surprising and hit the ball in a weird place, and I would be like, oh man, where are we going to get that? And Brian was just there. And he was there before I looked to where the ball was going to go, and there for his team at every single point. So great job on that. He also had really impressive serves. I think he probably served the most on our team. On probably every game he had some kind of run of serving. So thank you, Brian. Last but not least, we have Cameron. Like I said earlier, there was a couple times in the season that Cameron had really good games, and I turned to him and be like, don't play so well, because Darren's going to notice. And I don't super want that, but part of me does. But the other part doesn't want you to do it so great. The game against Servite, he really showed just where he was going, what level he was going to play to. Game against Olu, again, in those really close games, I think in the last 5 points he got set probably every other or every ball, and that's one of the reasons why we won that game. So just a super consistent player. He was also just a great team captain. A lot of times I would see him during practice talking to Evan or talking to Aaron, our underclassmen players, and going out of his way to talk to them and just show them what he knows, but also just encourage them when they were trying something new and having a hard time with it. He would always be an encouragement to them. So thank you, Cam, for that. Like I said, we have about 4 players missing, but I'm going to mention them anyway. Santi was our middle hitter. He is not here today, but he was a great middle hitter and just, again, really encouraging to all his teammates. Caleb Irwin is not here today. He was another one of my team captains towards the end of the year, and he just really, again, stepped up into that encouragement role for the underclassmen as well as his junior teammates. Aaron's not here today. Aaron really balanced some balls at the end of the season, and that was really fun. Just like Jacob, our whole team, when they needed a momentum shift, Aaron would hit the ball, and that would be our momentum shift for us. Who's our last person? Nathan was our last player. Sorry, guys. He was our setter and just super consistent. Really got the job done, especially at the beginning of the season when we only had 1 setter, so we picked that role. I do have a few awards, so let me pick those up. Nope, that's not my row. Here we go. All right. Okay, so my first award is for someone who's not here, actually. My first award, I'm going to mention it because I know some of us will see him tonight, is for Caleb Irwin. I want to give Caleb the Coaches Award. Mostly just for what he did as a team captain, also just for how much he learned and how much he improved this season. This was one of his first years playing volleyball, especially at a high level, and he became such a good oppo hitter for us that he almost became one of those hitters that we would just set if we needed somewhere to set. It was great having a lefty on the team, and he just really picked up the energy on the court. When he was off the court, he also picked up the energy for everyone. So thank you, Caleb. All right. My next award is for Defensive Player of the Year. And like I said earlier, this player just knew where the ball was going to go, could really read the court really well, and would just make a really good pass every time. And it was super impressive, almost to the point where you didn't really notice he was there. But that's just because he was doing his job so well that I didn't have to do much for him while he was playing the games. His serving was also really impressive, very consistent, but also he would get it to the one spot that he wanted to get it to every time. So this Player of the Year is Brian Rim.
Good job, Brian.
And my last award is for MVP. Like I said, this player is just super impressive, not only as a teammate and for his teammates, for the underclassmen, for the other juniors, but also just to watch as a coach. It's really cool getting to see a player who has grown so much. I had him as a freshman, and having him this year, he just made it leaps and bounds from a good player to a great player. So much so that he ended up not being on my team by the end of the season. So thank you for everything, Cam, and you made this season great. All right, so like I said at the beginning, it was a great year, probably one of my favorite years coaching, just to see all the joy on their faces and excitement to be out of their houses and be playing a volleyball game. So thank you guys for a great season, and thank you parents for making it happen in terms of driving and getting every kit there and getting them tested and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for that.
Hi guys, yeah, my name's Cam. I've been with Coach Heather for 2 seasons now. There's a lot to say about her, but for now I just want to say thank you for the past couple seasons for keeping all of us in check during practices and games when we were just goof off and just like do whatever. Thank you for listening to me when I always asked you to play setter, but you never did let me play setter, so I can never show my true potential. Whenever it was like 11-11 during a varsity game or during one of our actual games, she would always be like, "Oh, it's my birthday," and every single time I'd be like, "That's stupid. Why do you keep saying that?" But now, even like in a club game or even like a varsity game that's 11-11, I'm like, "Oh, happy birthday!" I feel like in my mind I say that. So thank you for implementing that. Thank you. You're such an amazing coach, and thank you for doing all the stuff you've done for us.
Hi, my name is Jordan. And while warming up for practice every day, I could always smell your pungent food. But despite the interesting smells, it just goes to show how hardworking you were. You never even had the time to eat at lunch, so you had to eat during our practice. Like even after arduous days of teaching immature high school students and having to coach us, the team and I just really wanted to let you know that we sincerely appreciate you and everything that you've done for our team. Thank you for always dedicating yourself to making the team better and motivating us mentally and physically. And your constant competitive spirit always brought out the best in each and every one of us, and everyone improved tremendously. Thank you, Coach Heather.